for the Salty Crabs as the ball is down. We're underway here in this game as quickly sending it down to the opposite end will be Brian Ingram. Wood will have it behind the net. Sends it up to the right side. McKenna tries to play it. McKenna out of his own zone. Going to chip it around Frost. McKenna rolls his way in. Looking. Quick chance by Kisa. That goes wide. Ball comes down into the corner. Rolls back in behind the net. There's Kisa with it looking. McKenna trying to turn it around with it. Hale will come up with it on the right side. Kept in. Brought back in. Ingram tried to play it, but it goes back for Hale. Hale to the right side will find his brother as he chips it up into the zone. That's going to be an ice as they're going to rule it was before the red line as Brownlow wins the race back to. Face-off will come to the right of Matthew Barnett, who got the 3-2 win earlier. Only goaltender we've seen double up so far in Carolina Tier 3 play. We'll see how if that stays true later in the day as Frost sends it all the way back down the other end, and that quickly means we're going to get a face-off back in the Salty Crab zone. Ingram with it, working it out of his own zone off the face-off. So he gets it over the red line and dumps it back over the top of Martin. Losey going to try to get a quick change as they roll down the other end as Hans tries to play it. He's pressured in by Barbato. Barbato tries to work it up, but it's Bateman that has control. Bateman back to Losey. Losey going to shoot one, redirected in front, goes wide. Crocker tries to work it out of the zone. Comes back up top for Losey. Losey tries to get it. Goes down to the deck. That's going to force Joe Petrolis to come over and get it from the opposite side. He's pressured. Worked up to Hans. Hans up to Pinto. Pinto skates in from the right circle. Works his way as that goes wide. Deflected up over the top of the glass. And that's going to get a stoppage here with 8:32 to play in the first. Face-off coming to the left of Barnett. Won by the Crabs. As Crocker sends it around to the other side. Picked up, though, by Fritz. Fritz tries to play it out. Zakowicz comes through, tries to center one. That gets kicked aside wide. Back into the neutral zone. Trying to play it. As the Crabs take control of the 2-on-1. Chance saved by Martin. Another chance in front. As that comes down, and we're going to have a stoppage as a couple of shots by Barbato turned aside by Patrick Martin. As Martin makes a couple of big saves, and he'll have a face-off to his left. Face-off going to come to the left of Martin. As Ward with a false start. No 5-yard penalty assessed as this is deck hockey, but definitely jumped over the line. Face-off is going to be won by the Realm. Hickey will have it behind the net. He'll be pressured. Brought up to the left side for Brandon Fritz. Fritz going to look to play it. He'll chip it off to the opposite side. Frost will come down to get it for the Crabs. Frost going to go D-to-D for Bailey Horn. Horn works up to the right side for Ahmed. Lavella tries to knock it out to the blue line. Ahmed with a quick shot, and Martin going to elect to play it, as now Zakowicz will look to take it out of his own zone. Zakowicz now for Hickey. Hickey works it in as he is pressured by Nate Walker. Zakowicz with it now once again. First quarter of the first period ticking off the clock as Zakowicz works to the left side for Lavella. Lavella tries to send it off the wall. That gets knocked away. Frost turns it right back to Kiso. Fires a shot wide. Now McKenna will have it on the left half wall. McKenna works it up. Back up top for Tim Hickey. Hickey over for Zakowicz. Zakowicz tries to fire one. That's blocked in front by Nate Walker. Trickles down into the corner where it's played by Horn. Horn will try to take it out of her own zone, but it's Kisa that runs it down. Kisa going to try to stuff it in from the right side. And it's going to be Barnett that comes up with it here with the stoppage with 6:49 to play in the first. Face-off will come to the right of Barnett as it's taken over by Hale for the Crabs. Josh Hale with it now, works it down behind the net. Brought back up to Derek Hale. As he'll have it behind the net now. Derek Hale up to the right side. Seastrom with a shot. That goes wide back around as Ingram will try to play it. Hale with it looking behind the net again. Derek Hale trying to play it out of the corner. Turned around by Sam Wood, and Wood's got Kisa. Kisa going to work his way in up the left side. Going across, 2-on-1 for McKenna, who shoots it wide. McKenna now working with it, comes across. They'll find Hans. Hans going to fire a shot. That's blocked by Hale in front. Josh Hale looks to take over. Petroli shoots it. I believe that's going to be deflected off the stick of Josh Hale. That will cause a stoppage here with 5:57 to play in the first. Face-off will come to the right of Barnett. And, well, now we've had matching false starts here off face-offs. Face-off going to be won by the Realm as Pinto has it behind the net. He'll take it on his backhand. Work it up for Bakeman. Bakeman tries to make a move, but has the ball taken away from him. Comes back for Losey. Losey at the blue line, tries to make a move. Bateman trying to get a stick on it, but that goes up and over the glass. Face-off will come to the left of Barnett. Won by the Salty Crabs as Horn will try to take it out of her own zone, but it's Pinto that will take control. Pinto looking for Hans back behind the net. Hans rolls it away to the right side. Drops it in behind. Pinto tries to send it up. Taken over by the Crabs, and now working on the left side will be Patrick Barbado. Barbado trying to make a move on it. He has it for the Crabs. He'll walk into the high slot. That gets blocked away, and now Losey going to try to come back the other way for the Realm. They'll try to throw one to the middle. He finds Hans. Hans leaves it off for Pinto. Pinto with a quick shot. Low toward the deck, comes back around for Bateman in the corner. Bateman tries to find someone in the slot, but the ball gets taken away as Losey works over on the right side. Horn looks to take it out of her own zone once again. She'll work over to the right side and send it back to the neutral zone, and it'll trickle all the way down for an icing here with 4:45 to play in period number 1. Face-off will come to the left of Barnett. Chris Ward with it on the backhand, tries to make a play, can't do it. Horn will try to take it out of the zone. They work back up. Zakowicz fires one, but we got a delay penalty call coming. And they're going to call high sticking, it looks like, on Chris Ward, and this will give the Crabs their first power play opportunity of the afternoon. So Ward 130 for high sticking, going to be the penalty. As it'll be the Hales out there with Ingram, Frost, and Seastrom. Face-off will come to the left of Patrick Martin. 0-0, 4:36 to play here in the first period. McKenna gets it out of the zone, but it goes right back to Frost. Frost over for Josh Hale. Hale tries to play it, but Tremaine gets it out of the zone and pushes it back. That allows the Crabs to have to regroup. Hale over in front for Frost. Frost back to Hale on the right side. They'll send it down behind the blue line, just goes off the top of the glass. Ingram tries to play it. Comes back for Frost. Frost fires one that goes wide, comes back around for Seastrom. Seastrom centers one, looking for Hale, can't find it. Frost leaves one off and sends it back for Josh Hale up top. Hale gonna fire, blocked by Jesse Tremaine. Comes back to Hale, who fires another one blocked by Tremaine. Termaine with a couple of blocks in a row as he rolls one back to the right side now. Pass across, looking for Frost, saved by Martin. Rebound chance in front. As Derek Hale comes up with it, looking for Josh up top, but it'll trickle out of the zone and come out where Barnett will have to play it. Hale with it now, looking up, intercepted by Pinto. Pinto going to work his way on the right side, going to chip it in front, hoping Hans could get there. Doesn't make it, though, as it works back off the half wall. Hans on his backhand, sends it across for Caleb Brownlow now. Brownlow plays with it, makes a move, tries to throw one on net, maybe trying to catch Barnett sleeping as he rolls to the backside. Pinto with it now, rolls with it, Warren out of the box. We're back to even strength as Bateman tries to make a play. That goes off the Seastrom, and now Hale's coming back the other way. Sam Wood with it now. Over for Hans. Hans gonna look, he'll walk in. He'll look to fire a shot that goes wide. Pinto will come up with it out of half wall. He'll try to walk in, but it's knocked away as Ahmed has it now for the Salty Crabs. Ahmed keeps control of it, goes around. Brownlow with a quick shot, saved by Martin. Comes back out up top to Bateman. Bateman looking for Fritz off the wall. He can't corral it, sent back in, goes off the stick of Brownlow and played back down in front. Wood will take it in the neutral zone now. With a little bit of speed, skates his way up. Sam Wood with a shot, saved by Barnett. Rebound chance by Lavella, just can't get there. As now Bateman with his big frame going to work his way through. Ahmed going to send it all the way back down the other end, and that's going to be an icing. 2:12 left to go, period number one. We are tied at 0. See who break through for the first time. Face-off going to come to the right of Barnett. As Gerstmann will look to chase it out of the zone for the Crabs. Turned over in front. Petrini with a quick shot off the crossbar. Petrini with a good look in front, just couldn't put it into the net. And this stays a scoreless tie as he beats the goaltender, but not the bar. Face-off gonna be won by the Realm as Fritz fires one on net that goes off of Barnett. As the Realm with a couple of back-to-back chances here as we move toward the closing stages of period number one. That face-off won by the Crabs as Bailey Horn will try to play it out of her own zone. She's pressured by Fritz. Fritz works it down into the corner. Plays it up for Losey. Losey with it. Fires one on net to save. It plays in front, but Trini almost knocked one home. As now Horn going to go down. Ball still loose. As they're looking to play it. As now Horn will play it up. Turn around. Lavella with a turn shot. Can't do it. Tried to be played out of the zone. Barbado comes to play it, but now it'll come to Petrolise. Petrolise fires one that goes behind the net. Bounces off the wall. It comes back for Petrini in the corner. Petrini looking to try and center one. Can't do it. Up for Barbado, who tries to chip it around Losey. Can't do it. Now he tries to take it away from Losey, but it goes from Petrolise to Losey once again. 70 seconds remaining in period number one as Zach McKenna takes it for the Realm. He'll dump it into the zone. Kisa right there along with Horn looking to give chase as it rolls back for Termaine. Termaine with it now, backhands it down for Kisa. Kisa up looking for Zakowicz. Nobody there. Zakowicz was in the middle of a run toward the net. Termaine will come back and turn it around. As it's brought back in for Kisa. Kisa centers one in front looking for McKenna, but that goes wide. As Chu will try to play it out of the zone. Can't do it though. Kisa with another centering try. Still goes wide as Hickey will take it now. Hickey pressured by Chu. As he'll work it down behind the net. Brought back to the opposite side where Kevin Ebner will look to play it. Ebner with some speed, chased down by McKenna, sends it to the opposite side where it goes for Kisa. Kisa trying to catch the Crabs. It change, quick shot. He'll try to get his own rebound. He'll push it behind the net with his foot. Centering try though goes wide. Here's Barbado with it. He gets it around Zakowicz, and now Hale will work up the right side with it. Hale with a quick shot, blocked by Bateman. Hale will look to try to get it. Bateman trying not to play it out. Here as the Realm and the Salty Crabs tied at 0. after the first period. Sam Wood off the win by the Realm will look to take control, but now that is Emma Crocker with it as she'll look to work it up the deck. Ingram tries to make a play, work back for Brownlow. Bateman trying to get a little bit of space to get a shot off in front. He can't get it though, as Crocker will work to the left side. Try to send it behind the net now for Seastrom. Seastrom with it, worked up for Hale. Hale, it's Eric Hale up in front. Hale tries to play it, heads down to the corner. He's pressured by Sam Wood. Hale will look to play it, but Wood will take control of it. He'll get it away. Seastrom sends it right back to Hale. Hale has it, but Pinto takes it away. Turn to right side. Here's Hale. Hale to the left side. Looks for Ingram. Ingram with a shot, but that's blocked and goes up behind the glass. Pinto with it now. Pinto over for Bateman. Ahmed there to try to take it away from him as Crocker sends it back up. Here's Ingram with it. Trying to use the stick skills to advantage, but turned aside now for Wood. Seastrom gets in front of the pass attempt. Hans works it away. And he'll take advantage of the space to send it over for Caleb Brownlow. Brownlow with it, chips it up. Ward will have it. Back for Losey. Losey works up the right side. Tries to make a move. He'll take a shot. Rebound chance by Ward. Still loose as Losey tries to get in there, but Barnett with a couple of saves. And that will stop play with 8:34 to go here in the second. Face-off will come to the right of Barnett. As it's won, Gerslin chips it down to the other side where Petrolise will take it. Petrolise back for Fritz. Fritz tries to backhand it, but it goes back for Gerslin. Gerslin's pass chipped up into the air. Played by Walker. Lavella is there, turns it around for Fritz. Fritz works it in, but here's Walker with it now. Walker takes a quick shot, saved by Martin, cleared out of harm's way by Losey. Losey for Fritz. Fritz trying to work his way around Gerslin as they trickle down into the corner. Here's Fritz with it now. Centering try comes back out. Losey tries to send it right back down, but it comes back for Petrolise. Petrolise backhands it to the opposite side over for Losey. Losey with it now. Work back for Fritz. Fritz with it. Got a backhand one. Sends it back for Ward. Ward over for Fritz. Fritz with a quick shot. Saved by Barnett. Lavella couldn't corral any rebound chance in front. Now it comes the other way for Walker. Walker with it on the right side. He'll fire a shot. Saved by Martin. All to stop here with 7:37 to play here in period number 2. Face-off will come to the left of Martin. That's going to be won by the Realm. Zakowicz looks to play it as it goes down to the other side for McKenna. McKenna shoots it up the wall. Warren tries to keep it into the zone, but McKenna gets it away. McKenna up to Kiza on the left-hand side. Here's Kiza. Back for McKenna, who shoots one. Saved by Barnett. Termaine not being able to get there for the rebound. Ebner with it now, flips one in. Looks as Barbato tries to get it out of the zone, but Hickey chips it back down into the corner. Warren will try to play it, but McKenna gets his stick on it and gets it out of the way where Kisa takes it in the opposite corner. McKenna will kind of try to come up. Quick shot, blocked by Horn. McKenna gets it right back. He'll walk his way up to the blue line. Barbato, though, gets enough on it and just takes it away. Comes back for Zakowicz here in the red line. Zakowicz carries it back down into his own zone. 6:48 to go. Second period. 0-0 the score. Here's Hickey with it now as Kisa rolls his way into the right side. Termaine gonna chip one down. Looking back in behind the net. Here's Termaine with it. Looking, he's gonna try to stuff it. Still loose in front. Eventually cleared all the way back down. See if that will be an icing as the ball rolls and the whistle goes. That'll be an icing here with 6:26 to play here in the second. Face-off will come to the left of Barnett. As the Crabs try to control it out of their own zone. Barbado tries to work it up on the left side after the pass from Chu. There's going to be a stoppage, and we'll get a change by the Crabs as their top line going to come back out onto the deck. Face-off won by the Realm. Brownlow will have it. Flies it over to Wood. Wood going to be pressured by Josh Hale as he comes up for Haas. Haas with it now. Haas with a quick shot. Goes off the post as he tried to catch Barnett sleeping. And almost got away with one as it just goes off the post. Pinto with it. Off the half wall right to Frost, who sent it down the other way, but kept in by Brownlow. Brownlow going back. Ingram giving chase. Here's Wood with it now, but it's turned over. Ingram with it. Looking, going to try to find Hale in front. Can't connect on it, though, as he would have had a wide open doorstep. Seastrom with a shot. That goes wide. Here's Ingram back with it now. Ingram sends one in front, but it goes off the stick of Sam Wood. And now the Realm trying to come the other way. Here's Hans, 2-on-1 as he works. Looks for Pinto. Pinto down off the backhanded chance. Looking for Hans. Can't bury it. Here's Bateman. Looks. Turnaround shot. Still loose in front. Pinto just can't jam home the rebound. And it'll stay 0-0 here with 5:28 to play in the second. Face-off coming to the left of Barnett as Chris Ward tries to win it down. Both Hales fight for it, taken over by Petrolise. Petrolise up for Lavella, but it's Frost that knocks it out of the zone. Here comes Ward right back to it. Kept in by Petrini. Glove down by Ward. Ward going to come up. He'll take a quick shot. Goes off the wall for Lavella, looking for Petrolise in front. Petrolise just couldn't get the chance. Now here's Hale coming with it the other way. Hale pressured by Losey. Quick shot by Hale. Goes up off the blocker. Hale will chase it in, but Losey will be able to have time. Now try to walk it out of his zone. He's going to be pressured by Ingram right away as Losey sends it up. Glove down by Frost. Frost, though, turns it right for Ward. Chris Ward with it now. Tries to play it as he gets by Ahmed. Ward with it behind his own net. Working through as Ahmed sends it up where it's going to be taken over by Nichols. Nichols has it. Here's Lavella. Turn it around. High slot shot. Blocked in front. Rebound chance. Gloved up as Hickey just got a play on it, but not able to come up with it as we have 4:25 left to go in the second. A couple of good saves by Barnett back-to-back there, keeping this a scoreless tie. Face off to the left of Barnett. Going to be won by the Crabs as Ahmed will look to work up the ice to find Walker. Walker trying to find Nichols. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Here's Walker going in. Trying to find somebody on the pass. Nobody there, though, as Nichols will take it behind the net. Nichols pressured by Hickey. As Hickey has it, worked up for Zakowicz. Andy Zakowicz up to the right side for Jesse Termaine. Termaine with speed. Going to go around Crocker. Here's Termaine behind the net. Work to the left side for Kisa. Kisa straight shot by McKenna. And they're saying no goal. Did not go in. It looked like it just missed going up into the top corner. But the officials say no goal. McKenna with another shot. And that's going to be covered by Barnett. And we'll keep this one scoreless with 3:43 to go. Face-off, quick shot by McKenna. Rebound chance in front. Couple of saves by Barnett. Back-to-back on Kisa. Keeps this a scoreless tie. Zakowicz with a shot looking down in front. Cleared out of the zone by Crocker. Comes back for Hickey. Hickey fires one over to Zakowicz. Zakowicz shoots one. Blocked in front. Eventually cleared out of the zone. This won't be an ISO as it looks like they're going to win the race back. And Barbado gets there just before it gets to the line. Barbado with it. Centers one in front. Looking for Chu. Not able to get it. Puck backhanded down by Epner. Chu with it, trying to work out of the corner. Shot by Barbado. Goes off the side, netting in behind. Zakowicz with it now, and going to be delayed. Penalty call coming. as the Realm going to go to the power play. As Chu going to head to the box. And now the Realm a chance to give themselves a 1-0 lead with 3:04 remaining as they'll go to the power play. Face off won by the Realm. Bateman with a quick shot. Rebound chance by Brownlow. Saved by Barnett. Barnett with a couple of saves there as Hale will try to knock it out of his own zone. Kept in by Bateman. Bateman walks in, looks to fire a shot that gets tied up in shoes as Hale will clear it down to the opposite side where Barton will come up with it with his glove. Wood works it over for Brownlow. Brownlow with it. Walking through. They'll find Pinto on the left. Now they'll clear the zone, send it back down behind. Seastrom going to be the first one to get to it as Gerslin's there as well. Gerslin tries to rim it to the opposite side, but he's there, has a chance, gets around Brownlow. If they go quick, they got a 2-on-1. Pinto there to try to get the back check. Here's Hale in front. The lead call coming as the Realm will touch up. And a penalty going to be called. And Pinto going to head to the box for a slash, and that will negate the power play. And we'll skate 4 aside here for about a minute or so, with 2:17 to go. So the face-off going to come down to the right of Patrick Martin. So 4-on-4 here for about a little under a minute as Wood will take control of it. Wood over for Brownlow. A lot more spacing here as it's sent up to the right side for Lavella. Lavella skates his way in, looks over. Chance in front by Fritz, can't have it. Wood going to try to run his way up to it. Lavella tries to punch one home, can't do it. Lavella now tries to work it up the wall, but here's Seastrom. Seastrom out of her own zone. Tries to make a play. Fritz gets to it. Here's Hale with it. Hale going to set up. Take one. He shoots. He scores! Josh Hale from just inside the red line. The Johnson City, New York product buries one to give the Crabs a 1-0 lead. So 1-0 with 1:49 left to go as Josh Hale gives them the lead. As the ensuing face-off won by the Realm. They'll send it up for McKenna on the right side. McKenna gonna fire one. Comes back for Termaine. Termaine fires one with a shot by Petrolise that goes wide. Frost will have it on the backhand. He'll turn it over for McKenna, who takes a shot. Saved by Barnett. Another save by Barnett. Comes back for Petrolise. Petrolise with a shot. Rebound cleared out by Frost. Ball comes back out. Bourbano will look to play it. He's got Chu, who's just out of the box, but it's turned around by McKenna, who shoots one over the top of the crossbar. Frost will have it behind his own net now. They'll look to make a play. Bourbano can't corral it. Now it goes back into the clutches of Frank Losey. Losey sends one all the way down. As Frost will have it. Brought over to the right side. As Chu has it. Trying to pressure on the left side. Brought back as here's Horn. Horn with it over to Frost. Frost with a shot that goes wide. Ebner will try to chase it down the corner. Ebner looking in front, tries to make a play, but here's Kisa coming the other way. Kisa with a little bit of space, walks his way in with a shot, saved by Barnett off the right pad. Horn with it out of her own zone. Works up, will find Barbado. Barbado with it. Clears it over to the right side for Ebner. Down in front, quick shot saved by Martin. Goes right into his pads. And Chu with a shot, but that'll be covered up. And we'll get a stoppage with 21.5 left to go here in period number 2. Faceoff going to come to the right. Faceoff will come to the right. Patrick Martin. 21.5 left to play in the second period. Hans tries to win it away. A lot of pressure on the half wall. Stepped into the zone, worked away. Hans tries to take it, but it eventually falls into Zakowitz's clasp. He looks up, but it'll be out of play. 8.2 seconds to go as 13 seconds clicked off. With all that playing against the boards. Face-off going to be won by the Realms. 6 seconds left to go in the second period. Hale there on the forecheck as Hickey works it to the left side. And we are underway with the third period. Quick shot by Hale, going to go wide as Zakowitz will chase it down. Ingram right there behind the net to chase him. He's got it to Bateman. Bateman tries to swing it around, but it's Hale getting there just in time. Back for Frost. Frost sends one right into the high slot area. Hale with a quick shot saved by Martin. Rebound chance for Ingram. Still loose as they have it behind the net, and eventually Martin will cover up. Here 20 seconds gone in the third. Face-off going to come to the left, and it's going to be blown dead before they could drop it. Face-off one, quick shot by the Crabs. By Hale, gets lost in Ingram's feet, comes back down as Hans looks to take over. Chip back in by Frost. They're going to roll a high stick on Hale. That'll stop play. Neutral zone face-off, going to be won by Hans. Back for Brownlow. Hale tries to win it down. Comes back out for Hans. Hans with it now behind the net. Looks for it as Hale will take over. They'll send it up for Ingram. Ingram, last year's Carolina Tier 3 MVP, works it up the deck for Hale. Derek Hale tries to swing one over there. Seastrom with it. She'll take a shot blocked by Brownlow. Seastrom walks around with a quick shot in front looking for Ingram. Can't get there though as Bateman tries to clear it out. Comes back to the blue line. Gerstlin with a quick shot. Gets knocked down in front. But it's Wood that comes up with it for the Realm. Wood plays it over. Here's Hale trying to fire one over for Ingram. He does. Ingram turns around and shoots one, saved by Patrick Martin. Brownlow with it behind the net now. 8:42 left to play in the game as Brownlow works it up. Sends it down. Gerstlin and Fritz fight for it. It's going to be Fritz that comes up with a quick shot off the right side. Bounces off of Barnett. It goes behind the net. Barnett over to the left side for Ward. Ward turns around, tries to shoot, but Gerstlin gets in front of it. As it's played out by Barbado. Barbado tries to get it out of the zone. Chu there as well. And eventually he's cleared out. Ebner going to try to win the race back to it, try to get a play on it, but it's going to be an icing, as that will bring it all the way back down to the other end. Face off to the right of Barnett. And it's going to be tied up. Crabs eventually come up with it. Shu flips it up, looking for Barbato on the other side. Play goes down to the corner as Losey takes control for the Realm. Losey tries to play it out. Shu redirects one and centers it down in front, looking for Barbato. Barbato trying to work it up off the half wall. Back into the neutral zone. Barbato fires one on net. Pinballs. Look like it went off Chris Warden out to the corner. Warden going to be the first one to chase it down. Ebner tries to play one off the backhand and centers it, but Petrini sends it all the way down the other end, and that'll be an icing. 7:33 to go. Crabs with a 1-0 lead. Face-off going to be won by the Crabs. Seastrom sends it back down for Ebner. Ebner on the backhand, looks in front. Petrini able to get to it. He gloves it down. Sends it back, but it's Seastrom that has it. Horn will play it at the red line. Chipped back into the zone. Barbato looks to make a play, but it's Petrini that turns it aside. Petrini flips it up, looking for Fritz. Fritz on the left side, going to try to walk his way in. On the backhand, tries to fire one past Barnett. Can't do it as Barnett covers up. That'll give us a stoppage. 7:08 left to go. Face off to the right of Barnett. Going to be won by the Realm. Quick shot by McKenna. Goes off the pad of Barnett and trickles down into the corner. Pair of sevens. Termaine and Horn fighting for it as Termaine comes up with it. Trying to use his speed, looking to try to stuff it, but it's Walker that has it for the Crabs. That goes back for Zakowicz. Zakowicz down for Kisa. Kisa waits, takes a shot, blocked by Seastrom. Behind the net it goes, trickles to the other side for Zach McKenna. McKenna behind the net now for Kisa. Kisa centers one in front, still loose. Termaine trying to get to it. Net comes off before McKenna can get the shot off, and that's going to constitute a whistle here with 6:35 to play. Face off won by the Realm. Kisa with it. Back to Zakowicz, over to Kisa. Kisa in traffic, takes one, goes over the top of the net. McKenna trying to win it back on the right circle, takes a shot that gets deflected by Frost and goes over the glass as this game stops once again with 6:25 to play. Face-off will go to the left of Barnett. Back for McKenna. McKenna for Hickey. Hickey fires one. Sees Kisa down in the opposite corner. Plays one in front. Termaine trying to stuff it home. Can't do it as it's walked out by Gerslin. Gerslin with it now up to Hale. Hale over to Derek Hale. Works his way up. Off the half wall. Has it back. He'll fire one that goes wide and back to the opposite corner. Termaine trying to win it down, but Hale keeps it in behind the net for Ingram. Ingram tries to center one from behind the net, but Zakowicz trying to run it down. McKenna going to try to chip one around Frost, not able to do it. Kisa almost was able to get it away from Gerslin on that play, but couldn't. Now Hale going to step up, fires a shot that goes wide. Approaching 5 minutes left to go in the third period, as Zakowicz will have it behind the net. Here's Zakowicz with it now. Up for Pinto. Hale tries to play it, goes across, gets tipped by Bateman. Bateman gets it right back from Zakowicz here at the red line. He'll send it up to the left for Hans. Hans backhands it down where Hale will take over. Josh Hale working it up for Gerslin, who will find Ebner. Ebner tries to chip it around Wood, but can't do it. Sam Wood with it. Out of the Pacific Northwest, back for Brownlow. Brownlow for Bateman. Bateman tries to make a move, but Ebner turns and goes. He's going to get Ingram out in front. Ingram with a shot saved by Patrick Martin. Martin with a big save to keep this 1-0 as they had the MVP on him on a breakaway and able to turn it aside as the ball goes back down to the opposite end where Emma Crocker will try to take over for the Crabs. Crocker with it. Kept in by Bateman on the half wall. Bateman looks to make a play. Can't do it, but Keeson chips it back out for Wood. Wood walks in, takes a shot, knocked down in front. Frost is able to play it out of the zone as Wood comes down to get it. He'll have it in his own zone, pressured by Barbado. Barbado for Brownlow, back to Wood. Wood up for Pinto. Pinto works it up 3-on-2 if they hurry. They get it over. Bateman going to turn and shoot. That's going to be blocked by Seastrom. Heads down into the corner where it's taken over by Hans. 4:02 to play. Backhand chance. Gets stopped by Crocker. She'll take it behind the net. Pressured off the play by Pinto, and now Pinto will take over. Crocker gets it away from him, though, as they continue to battle and into the corner. And the Crabs continue to play it. Delayed call on the realm. Chu going to look to step up. He'll chip it over. And by Barbado. Barbado steps up looking, and they're going to allow Hans and Martin to touch it up. And this will be a penalty and a huge kill coming the way for the realm. And a power play for the Crabs as Pinto goes to the box. .341 left to play in the third period. The Hale brothers, Frost, Ingham, and Steestrom out on the power play as Frost has it over for Josh Hale, who has the lone goal of the game. Frost gets it back. Frost with it now. So look to try to pressure him. Crabs have no problem wasting time here with a 1-0 lead. Hale with a quick shot that gets through traffic and all the way to Martin and goes aside. Frank Losey trying to work it out from behind the net. He'll send it out of the blue line. Frost sends it right back in. Has Hale in front. Blocked by Petrolise. McKenna able to flip it up as it goes the other way. And it's gloved up by Barnett. He quickly plays it out to keep the clock moving as it goes up for Seastrom. Seastrom for Hale. Hale on the backhand over to Ingram. Ingram with it takes a shot. That goes wide. Here's Petrolise with it. He'll clear it back down the other end as it goes off of Frost's glove. Back down into their zone. 2:53 to play in the game. 1-0 lead for the Virginia Salty Crabs. Hale works it up the ice for Ingram. Ingram trying to get it. Losey tries to play it off the glass. He does. Ingram with a turnaround shot that goes wide. Zakowitz going to win it, but he's got Hale looking to pressure. Zakowitz sends it off the wall and down the other end as Horn comes out to play the remainder of this penalty kill. 2:30 left to go in the game. Time ticking away on the power play for the Crabs. But again, not an issue wasting time here for them as they hold a 1-0 lead. Hale with it now. Dumped into the zone here. Zakowitz trying to take it in from behind the net. He'll try to make a play. Ingram comes up with it. Saved by Martin. Still loose as it goes to the corner and eventually pops out. The ball is still loose. Eventually they get the whistle here. 2:08 to go. The penalty to Pinto is over. We're back to even strength with 128 seconds left to play in regulation. Face off one, quick shot by Gerstlin goes wide. Brought back over as Walker tries to send one home and try to put this one out of reach here in the early going. As Lavella throws it across. Here's Horn on the back check. Makes a play over to the right side for Kisa. Taylor Kisa tries to fire one in. Still loose as Barnett has it. And it'll be swallowed up here with 1:51 to go. Face-off will come to the left of Barnett. Going to be won by the Realm. Quick shot by Sam Wood. Rebound chance. Still loose. They score! Nick Lavella hustles one home, and what better way to get his first NBHL goal by tying the game with 1:47 to play. Lavella from Wood gets them tied up here as we're 1-1 with here in the final 2 minutes. Face-off going to be won by the Realm, tied up at 1. As Brownlow will have it now, trickles back in for Crocker. Crocker tries to play it across as Horn will play it up into the Crabs bench. Here, 1:35 left to go. Face-off won by the Realm. Barbado works it up and down to the left side. Brownlow going to give chase down into the corner. Barbado tries to make the play up top. Crocker going to dump it right back in. Wood will look to take control as he gives it back to Hans. Hans going to win a race up the right side. Here's Hans sending, looking for Bateman in front. Bateman can't corral it as now Chu tries to make a play. Here's Ebner on the right side. Wood gets right to it, but goes to Barbado with a quick shot. That goes wide here as we approach the final minute of regulation. Terrain with it now. Chipped out to Wood, over for Hans. Hans up the left side for Tremaine. 2-on-1 coming away. Tremaine over to Bateman. Bateman can't corral it. He'll turn around. Back up top for Hans. That's blocked by Horn. Shot by Wood. Gets chipped up into the zone. Trying to walk back in. Barbado has it. Hans turns around with a shot that goes over the top of the crossbar. Ball comes back out for Wood. Wood sends one across, deflected down by Hans. Bateman trying to corral it. Can't do it. Hans will get it. Backhands it over for Tremaine. Tremaine back up top for Wood. Wood going to fire one that trickles wide off the redirect. 27 seconds to go. Hans with it now. Hans back for Wood on the play. Wood tries to make a move. 15 seconds to play. Sends one in front, looking for Bateman. Can't do it. McKenna walks in on the right side. Tries to make a move. Goes to the right circle. Going to turn around. He'll look to shoot. That goes wide. Ebner going to try to play it out of the zone. Final 5 seconds as they work their way through, and that will do. Face-off going to be won by the Realm. Losey quickly plays it up for McKenna. McKenna with it, looks for Hans on the left side. Hans forced to play it back, pressured by Hale. Hale with it now, pushes up, trying to go around Seastrom. He'll chase his way into the right side, shot by Hans, goes wide. Hale will look to take over. He'll play it up to Seastrom in the neutral zone and over to Hale. Hale with a quick shot, saved by Martin, rebound chance. Losey gets it out of harm's way just in time. Comes back down, Josh Hale sends it to Seastrom. Seastrom with a shot, that goes wide. Derek Hale trying to get there on the rebound. Seastrom not able to connect with the centering try. Comes back now for Josh Hale, who's chased by McKenna. Brought back to the left side. There's one change for the Realm. They got Sam Wood on the deck now. 2:12 to go. Martin easily plays it. Smart play on that by the Realm as the Crabs are in the middle of a change. Ball goes up for Fritz. Fritz going to work it down. Tremaine trying to win the race past Ebner. Not able to get there, though. Here's Tremaine with it. Tremaine sends it across. Trying to look for Fritz. Couldn't find him as now Wood will take it out as he's pressured by Ingram. 1:51 to play here in overtime. As Wood walks his way in from the right side. Wood goes in, takes a shot. That gets kicked aside. Tremaine with it now behind the net. Sam Wood. Working it behind the net. Going to try to carry his way out and try to stuff it. Ingram with it now. Over for Fritz. Fritz with a quick shot. Rebound chance for Tremaine. Fritz trying to follow up. Still loose, and he'll be covered up by Barnett here with 1:25 to play in overtime. Josh Hale, Barbado, and Bailey Horn out onto the deck. It'll be Brownlow, Lavella, who got the game-tying goal, and McKenna for the Realm. Face-off won by Lavella, sent back to McKenna. Shot saved by Barnett. Brownlow with it back into the neutral zone. Over for Lavella. Lavella tries to send one in front. Nobody there, though, as Barbado chases it into the corner. 1:05 to play as Barbado sends one going down the other end. That will be an icing. As the Crabs trying to take advantage of the Hale's speed and try to get a breakaway on Lavella. Did not work in their favor that time, though, as they'll give them a face-off in their defensive zone. Face-off tied up. Lavella trying to get to it past Hale as they work it down into the corner. Lavella tries to center it, taken away by Hale. Hale going to work up 2-on-1 if they hurry, but the Realm get back in time, and that's going to force the Crabs to regroup. Hale with it. 50 seconds left to play here in the overtime period. Horn with it, pressured by Brownlow. Works up to the right side. Is Chu going to walk in? Chu backhand pass. Barbado, quick shot, saved by Martin. 37.6 left to go. Offensive zone face-off coming for the Salty Crabs. Face-off to the right of Martin. Tied up, and Hans will take over. Quick 2-on-1 if the Realm hurry. They got Hans to the right side, looking front for Kisa, who can't connect. Hale with it, going to come back down the other way. Kisa on the back check, continues to hold on to it, though, as they'll get it back and able to get away from some space. 20 seconds left to go. Kisa drops it back for Lozzi. Lozzi fires one that gets shipped over into the corner by Chu. Seastrom going to try to chase it down. Brought back in, shot by Kisa, saved by Barnett. Goes wide, Horn trying to get it out of the zone. Final 5 seconds. Hans with it behind the net, quick shot, trying to trickle away. Almost goes the Lozzi stick, but can't get it as the buzzer goes off. And we are heading to a shootout. 33 minutes wasn't enough. And this one will be determined by one on the goaltender. First overtime and shootout of the season for the Virginia Salty Crabs. It is the second time the Realm have gone to a shootout this season, with the Rise beating them in a shootout 1 week ago. It is also, however, Patrick Martin's first time in a shootout, as last week it was Gonsalves who took part in it. We'll see which team will pick their 3 shooters. So it'll be best of 3, then after that, well, you know how it goes. So as we get ready for the shootout, Brian Ingram will be the first shooter for the Crabs. The defending Carolina Tier 3 MVP up first. Ingram going to walk in. Makes his move to the right side, saved by Patrick Martin. Crabs go 0 for 1 to kick things off. Realm going to send out Nathan Hans to be their first shooter. Hans going to walk his way in. Goes to the right side with a quick shot. He scores! Nathan Hans going to get the Realm on the board. So 1-0 in favor of the Realm. As Patrick Barbado comes out. Now for the Salty Crabs. Barbado walks in with a quick shot, goes wide. Goal right here by Zach McKenna. Could finish things here for the Realm. Here's McKenna walking in. Goes to the left side, saved by Barnett. And this will put the game on Kevin Ebner's stick. Ebner has to score here to stay alive for the Crabs. Here's Ebner now, walking in. Going down, Martin with the save. And that will